Deep Cuts. Hello and welcome to Deep Cuts Live. I'm your host, Damian Rodriguez, bringing you the latest and greatest in new music and entertainment from all across the World Wide Web. Our guest tonight is a Los Angeles alt rock band whose debut album, Pretty But Killing Me, sounds half like a breakup letter, half like an intervention speech with the City of Angels. Please join me in welcoming Pacifc Radio to the Deep Cuts Live stage. Hey.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
All right, let's meet you guys, but let's do a little bit different. Tell me your name, what you play, and what your favorite radio station was growing up.
I'm Joe Robinson. I play guitar, and I sing in Pacifc Radio. My favorite station is out of Minneapolis, and it's called The Current.
My name's Biane. I am the guitarist in Pacifc Radio, and I grew up, my favorite radio station was K-Earth 101 here in Los Angeles.
I'm Joe Stiteler. I play bass. My favorite radio station growing up was 99.5 KISS, San Antonio.
Yeah.
And yeah, the end.
What'd they play?
It was rock, and I remember I had a double cassette deck set up, so anytime it played something cool, I would jump up and hit the record button throughout the day. That was like the early days of stealing music, I guess.
Oh, yeah? Well, like, what kind of, was it like classic rock? Was it like Blink-182?
The song I remember recording was Primus, Jerry Screwdriver.
That was a good
So it was all rock.
jam.
Yeah.
What about you, Joe? What was The Current? What they play?
Oh, they play everything. They play what's not on the regular radio.
Oh, okay.
Which is, it's bizarre. It's like you know, the independent kind of thing. But they'd have festivals, and they're just cool cats, man.
What was one of the bands they played?
One of the bands, I remember, like Soul Coughing. You remember Soul Coughing?
I never heard of them because they were playing them on The Current.
Eat your chili peppers, brother. yeah. It's just like a stand-up bass and some guy playing samples and this weird. I'd look him up. M. Doty Soul Coughing. Very good.
All right, dope. And you, Hyke? Oh, I mean, guy I've never met before.
Yeah, guy, never. Thanks for having us, man. I was born and raised in LA, so the station we had to go to was K-Rock most of the time, 106.7. And then as I got older, switched to 95.5, and we'll toggle back and forth, and that played more of like the classic rock stuff.
Right, that was like KLOS.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Hyke and Kyle, you guys are from LA.
Oh, I grew up in Orange County.
Yeah, I was born on Sunset Boulevard, Kaiser.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's behind the orange curtain.
It is very well behind the orange curtain, yeah. It's true.
You're like, I had horses growing up.
It wasn't as cool of an Orange County as you picture it. Yeah. No big parties or anything like that.
Not
Mostly
like the TV
suburbs.
shows. Joe and Joe, Joe R and Joe S, where are you guys from originally?
Minnesota.
Yeah, Prince country.
That's right, man. That's right. And the Replacements, you remember them?
Right, yeah, that was like pre-Nirvana.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. I was more into that. It's crazy, and this isn't a canned answer, but I didn't know that Prince was as popular as he was around the world until he died, and I was in Los Angeles, and everybody was like, Prince, and people were crying and shit, and I was like, you know Prince as well? Like, they're going through his catalog, and I remember when he soloed, and all. I'm like, I didn't realize that Prince was Prince. I thought it was just because he was like my neighbor Prince.
Right. Was he your neighbor Prince?
No.
But like, it's a different feel because it's like you're a hometown, you're a hometown guy.
Right, and I just didn't put it all together.
Joe, where were you from?
I was born in San Antonio, Texas, and I grew up in a small town 40 miles away, Hondo, Texas.
Hondo.
Small, like, country kind of town, so I found myself rebelling. You know, not to get into my childhood.
Come on, you're on the couch anyways.
Can I lay down? No, but yeah, I was, fighting it a little bit, playing rock and roll, and, made it to LA in 2000.
And because you and Joe were in a band before Pacifc Radio, right?
We were.
Yeah. We were in a band called The Ringers. It was started by a buddy of mine from Austin, and we moved out here and started The Ringers and found JR on Craigslist.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a guitar player.
I think we're 3 for 3 on Deep Cuts Live of bands who have found bands on Craigslist.
Oh, and we hit that twice here. Kyle found me. Oh, I found Kyle on Craigslist also.
Oh, yeah?
But that's a whole other section.
There's a close encounter section.
A lot of history.
Oh.
Yeah, but just like Joe and Joe were in a band together, Kyle and Hyke were in a band together as well.
Yeah.
Kepler
mission, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Named after a satellite.
Nerds.
Well, we're in Pasadena. We got Caltech and JPL, so you're like right at home.
We had lots of JPL supporters actually for that band. That was a good time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They actually was named after a real satellite, and NASA actually was very kind to kind of support us and
invite us.
Yeah, we got to play their like budget renewal parties and things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, that does sound awesome. You're like, Joe, as the primary songwriter for Pacifc Radio, there are so many songs off the debut album that are based off of girls that you knew or girls that were your girlfriend. So you're basically like the male Taylor Swift then, right?
Absolutely.
That's how we all see him as.
Look-wise.
Yeah.
Like the pretty, everybody's attracted to them.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, we got some breakup songs. We're human.
You dated John Mayer.
And
He was a tender cuddler.
He didn't let my head hit the floor. Is that John Mayer?
That's John
Went
Mayer.
through the arm cramp and just cradled it.
Body is a Wonderland?
Yeah, my body is a Wonderland.
John! You can see the tattoo.
Like John Mayer loves the skinny Jesus body type.
Exactly.
Absolutely, yeah. It's his dream.
Deep Cuts Live is proud to present Pacifc Radio. Follow them on Instagram at Pacifc Radio. This is their song, Katie.
Well, the sidewalks are lonely when they're under her feet as she's sliding away back to a living room suite. Oh, Katie. She's a walk in the park, a suburban thread, and every afternoon is a Sunday dress. Oh, Katie. She gets invited to the party, but she'll always decline, 'cause she's fine by herself with a bottle of wine. Oh, Katie. You never see her around, she never pick up the phone. She's the type of girl who always like it being alone. Oh, Katie. With a switchblade grin and a throwback home, her world is a personal variety show. Well, her mind is brittle and her soul is clean, and it breaks my heart that she'll never be with me. Beautiful novel, a paranoid sin, a whiskey, a water, a tie to get you in. Oh, Katie. She's your minor fifth on a monotone day, and if you get too close, she try to push you away. Oh, Katie. With a switchblade grin and a throwback home, her world is a personal variety show. Well, her mind is brittle and her soul is clean, and it breaks my heart that she'll never be with me. And it breaks my heart that she'll never be with me. And it breaks my heart that she'll never be with me. She lights up a smoke, she pulls up a chair, she's taking a drag, she's twirling her hair. Oh, Katie. It's a moral of the story that we just failed. She's hot as sin, but it's worth the melt. Oh, Katie. With a switchblade grin and a throwback home, her world is a personal variety show. Well, her mind is brittle and her soul is clean, and it breaks
So in a city like Los Angeles, where there's bands popping up and disappearing all the time, people are constantly doing things to try to set themselves apart. I've checked out your YouTube channel, and you have some really cool videos, especially the ones where you go and you talk about how to make the perfect cup of coffee.
What up? This is Joe Stiteler, Pacific Radio Bass, and we're here to talk about my morning coffee routine.
So how'd you guys come up with that concept?
I think, it started with a true love of coffee.
I need coffee!
And also, everyone can relate to it, and everyone's so opinionated about it. We thought it'd be kind of fun to put our opinions out there and see what the trolls had to say.
The haters out there, not liking coffee.
Exactly.
Dude, I hate hikes.
I boil the water, weigh out my beans. The ratio is going to be 1:16 for the bean to water ratio. Then throw them in the grinder. Get my filter paper.
We only have one troll.
I was like, who is this guy? And why does he use that?
Like your avatar.
I was trolling, bro.
That was a burner account.
His avatar's like, absolutely, totally, 100% not Joe Robinson.
Not Pacific Radio at all. Dude, learn how to make coffee, man. Jerk.
Nice robe, bro.
Jerk, yeah. I said. Now you have to go and watch him, see what we're talking about.
Yeah, check us out, YouTube.
But and then I thought it shows the personality of the person as well, you know. The way you make coffee. How do you make coffee?
Well, I've never been like much of a coffee drinker because I always feel.
go.
I don't know.
No, well, take the microphone off first. Deep Cuts Live is proud to present Pacific Radio. Follow them on Instagram at Pacific Radio. This is their song, Camaro.
She said she loved him, but she better be careful. Yeah, she better be careful. Yeah, now he said he loved her, but it's gonna be painful. That's gonna be painful. Yeah. We sing. Running hot and she's in the zone. Yeah, she's grabbing hold of that microphone. Yeah, she's lovely. Yeah, she's lovely. She's feeling good and it's dynamite. Yeah, she's grabbing hold of that city light. Yeah, she's lovely. Oh yeah, she's lovely, lovely. Well, yeah, sing.
I love the song Camaro, but talking about videos and keeping in that vein, you have kind of like a live video for Camaro based on your first performance, which wasn't at some dumpy bar down the street. It was at the Bottle Rock Festival in Napa, California, right?
Yes, it was, yeah.
We started with a crowd of maybe 70 or 100 people in front of us and ended up with more than 1,000.
Wow.
Because Eric Weaver was cranking us on the system, and as people were walking in the gate, they were like, what the hell is this? And it's the main stage called our stage and said, hey, you guys got to turn it down.
We did. And we overpowered the main stage.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I rarely look up when I drum, and in this moment, I'm like, I look up in the beginning, there's like, yeah, like you said, 50 to 70 people, and I'm drumming, and then 2 songs later, I look up, and it's f***ing packed. Excuse my language, but it was a gnarly experience.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was incredible.
That's awesome.
You see it on the Camaro video on YouTube.
Yeah, check it out.
So even though you guys are an LA-based band, you're not all from LA, and we touched on that a little bit earlier. But let's go ahead and let's do some rapid-fire questions about some LA truths. Because I think Joe definitely, like, what was your first impression? What did you think of LA when you were in Minnesota and then you're going to come out here?
Warm.
Warm?
Yeah, Minnesota's freezing.
Right.
Yeah, and it's nice all year. I didn't put it in my head. I never vacationed either. My parents had a resort, and every time my friends would go on vacation, I'd be like, why can't we do that? And they said, you live on one. So the first time, literally the first time I ever, and it wasn't like Disneyland or anything, it's a few cabins on a lake. But the first time I flew was after I drove my car from Minnesota out here and then flew back home. That's the first time I was on a plane. I was 22. So I didn't have like a picture. I didn't come here and visit and go, yeah, I want to live there. It was literally like, pack up your car and get out there.
Right. And Joe S., I know you came 18 years ago.
Yeah.
But what was your first thought when you were in Texas coming out here?
I thought it was this magical place, and I moved to Valley Village. And
Valley Village. You're like, they have a wonderful Chipotle and Chili's.
No, it was Wiener
Good schools for your kids.
No Chipotle there.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah. So I don't know. It wasn't as magical as I thought it was. Very intimidating, all the freeway systems and stuff, but got used to it after a while.
First question. In-N-Out, worth the hype?
Worth it.
Worth it.
No.
Definitely.
What? We got to know right here. Let's Joe feel about that.
Do you think Whataburger?
Yeah. There's Whataburgers, a Texas In-N-Out up the south, and I think we all like it better. We could say.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah,
I've had it twice. Definitely does not compete with it.
I love my once-a-year Whataburger, and I love it. I eat it the whole time we're in Austin, Texas for South by, typically.
Because it's always everywhere.
It is always everywhere, and it is good. It's great, I'll even say. But
I'll say In-N-Out is worth the price, but not worth the hype.
But wait, what makes Whataburger, like, what about it makes it better?
What? Indeed.
it's about 2:30 in the morning and you're starving.
Yeah, wasted, right? No, it's just bigger and better. You know, everything's bigger in Texas, all that.
Yeah.
Just ego.
Hyke in there for the win. All right, here we go. Question number 2. Hiking or the beach?
Beach.
Beach.
Hiking.
Hiking to the beach.
Whoa. But would that be like a 17-mile hike?
Santa Monica has some nice hikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, you are right. You're right. There's at Malibu, you get very close to the beach, and you're kind of in the trails up there.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about LA. We have so many hikes, and the beach is right there, too. It's beautiful as far as location is concerned, yeah.
What's your guys' favorite beach to go to?
Oh. Damn, you're talking to the... We don't go to the beach a lot.
You're like, have you looked at my pasty skin?
I live in Santa Monica. I think I've been to the beach twice in the last 5 years. So
And that was by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
My GPS misdirected me.
You can tell I'm all constantly in the sun. I grew up...
I like Venice. I like the dirty Venice beach.
So here we go. Question number 3. Last celebrity you saw in the wild?
I sat next to LeVar Ball's father at jury duty yesterday.
LA is known for its coffee houses and people writing their screenplays, tapping away. What's the most expensive, shitty cup of coffee you've ever paid for?
The most expensive, and it's not that it's shitty coffee. The most pretentious cup of coffee is a place called, I believe it's called Funnel Mill in Santa Monica. Yeah. That's a $10 coffee.
$10?
Yeah,
and here comes. Here comes. But we're gonna fall off this.
Here's the best part. They're so pretentious. It's a coffee shop that does not open till 10 a.m.
Oh, so like after people leave
exactly,
the coffee.
Yeah.
I had a $13.75 cup of coffee there, and they actually have a $50 cup of coffee.
What?
It's called Kopi Coffee. They actually carry, there's like $49 or something like that for the cup. Yeah, basically a civet, a gerbil, eats the coffee, digests it, poops it, does a thing, and they sell it there. Exactly, Funnel Mill. Yeah, $50 a cup. I did not have it.
I got a story about that place. That is where Kyle and I first met and went to coffee. Not on a date or anything, but
of course, bro.
One of us thought it wasn't a date.
But through my wife, who was our mutual friend at the time, had us connect because he was going to record the first demos of Pacific Radio. Yep. And we showed him the scratch stuff we had. He and I walked and got a coffee, and he took on the project. And then a year and a half later, we decided we needed a guitar player and called him again. So that place has emotional significance and pull for us. Let's go.
So it gets a pass on the $50.
Yeah, exactly. But it is the most pretentious place you can get coffee. I think.
Well, speaking of pretentious, yoga, yay or nay?
No.
Yay.
Yay. Yay.
What's your opposition to yoga, Joe?
I'm not bendy, man. I've never been bendy, and it just seems like a waste of an hour.
Yeah. But all these other guys are opening up their chakras.
Bendy as fuck.
I've done yoga twice. I'll be honest with that, but I am a fan of the 2 times I've done it.
How about you, Joe?
Great. It's been a while, but I love it. Limbers me up. I'm kind of a tall drink of water.
Yeah.
So, gotta stretch it out.
As he kicks the camera in the face.
Yeah, I have a membership at a yoga studio, and I go at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. It really keeps me loose.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah.
Which kind of yoga do you do?
It's this is just regular flow, but they have like certain things where you can mess with dumbbells and things like that. I usually stick to the flow, and then also like hot power. They make it like 104 degrees while you sweat your ass off. Your shirt is
Isn't that
soaked.
Bikram?
What's up? Bikram has that too. I go to another studio. Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody like pass out or anything?
I have not seen anybody pass out. No. But I did not go for like 5 months, and when I started back up, I got nauseous and almost passed out.
You're like, you can't see yourself pass out.
Right, exactly.
Another celebrity there, though. Like, I'm doing yoga, and I know this is another question, but I'm like, this guy looks kind of familiar. I'm in the locker room. This guy pulls his pants, and I was like, who the is this? It's Colin Farrell. He turns around, doesn't care, walks onto the balcony naked.
He didn't recognize him until he pulled his pants. He's like, oh, Colin Farrell! Oh, my God. Yeah, I totally know that guy.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to our last question of the night, and this is the big question, right? With, Pacific Radio, debut album, Pretty But Killing Me. LA, worth it or f*** it?
Totally worth it.
I think it's worth every tear.
Worth it, yeah.
I think so too. Worth it for sure.
Thank you for watching Deep Cuts Live. Deep Cuts Live is proud to present Pacific Radio. Follow them on Instagram at Pacific Radio. This is their song, Tight Jeans.
So bold, well, in your tight jeans. Stonewashed denim with a double stitch. Yeah, it's Friday night, just the son of a bitch. Yeah, let's get out of here and get you out of those tight jeans. Hey, look on it, look so nice to deny. Yes, you can, honey, I'll play nice tonight. And the choir sing. tight jeans. They wear so low on the skinny hips. It's a perfect little spot. I'd like to put my lips and take a little chance on your tight jeans. And you look on it, look so nice that tonight, I guess you can't, I play nice tonight, and the choir sing.
Joe Stiteler. He's the most powerful bass player in Southern California, possibly the world.
Well, it's just about the way that I thought it would be. Was it as good for you as it was for me? I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Baby, when I ever see you again, we're bound to cross paths, but I can't say when. And she puts on her tight jeans. Yeah, you look on it, looks so nice that tonight, yes, you can, honey, I'll play nice tonight, and the choir sings.
Thank you, baby.
She said she loved him, but you better be careful. Yes, you better be careful. Yeah, nah, he said he loved her, but it's gonna be painful.